Hello students, today we are going to be learning about the colon and the semicolon. Today we are going to be overviewing the punctuation, the use of so, the use of colon and semicolons, examples, and common mistakes. To better understand both terms, we should first of all learn what punctuation is, where both terms are subcategorized in. The use of punctuation. Punctuation is a system that allows the reader to better understand how the sentence is constructed and how to read it by using symbols and signs. Now that we understand what punctuation is, we'll move on to the colon and the semicolon. Let's start off with the colon. To simplify, it is most used as a ta-da effect. It has a setup, and then after the colon is the ta-da. So by example, a magician will prepare for his magic trick, will convince the public that there is something that's going to happen, and then he will pull the rabbit out of the hat, which would be the ta-da. Here is a proper example of how a colon can be used. In conclusion, we need a better plan. You can see in white is the preparation, so in conclusion. Then after that, you have the ta-da effect, which is we need a better plan. As you can see, the W is in capitalized letters because it is a full thought. So when a full thought is after a colon, you need to capitalize the letter. Colons can also be used before enumerations. Here we have we need vegetables, fruit, and baby food. Here you can see that the V of vegetables is not capitalized since it is not a full thought. It's just an enumeration. Let's move on to the semicolon. The semicolon is used to link two complete sentences together. Often, you can separate both sentences and make two complete different sentences. Here is an example of a semicolon. Do not fear the semicolon. It is often optional. Here you can see that we took out the semicolon and made two different sentences. Do not fear the semicolon. It is often optional. As you can see, the semicolon was optional in this case, and we could make two complete different sentences. Here are some common mistakes to avoid while using the colon and the semicolon. Starting off with examples of common mistakes for the colon. A colon cannot be used before a verb. Here's the wrong use of a colon for an example. Self-isolation can be lonely, boring, and sad. Here's the right way to use it. Self-isolation, how it can be lonely, boring, and sad. Here you can really see the ta-da effect with the preparation, which being self-isolation, and then the ta-da effect, which is how it can be lonely, boring, and sad. Colons cannot be used before numbers either. Here's a wrong example. Susan had two, cooking and dancing. Assuming that before the sentence we were talking about hobbies, but even then you cannot put a number before the colon. Here's the right way to use it. Susan had two hobbies, cooking and dancing. Moving on to semicolon mistakes. Semicolons cannot be used to connect incomplete sentences. Here's a wrong way to use it. I like Italy because the food and the friendly people. Here the semicolon is not used correctly because you cannot go I like Italy, period, and then start a new sentence going because the food and the friendly people. Here is a right way to use it. I like Italy. The food is great and the people are friendly. You could go I like Italy, period, then start a new sentence. The food is great and the people are friendly. This is the final common mistake while using semicolons. It cannot be used after a preposition. Here's the wrong way to use it. Quarantine is across the world at this moment. Here is the right way to use it. Quarantine, worldwide hibernation. Thank you for watching this tutorial on colons and semicolons. Hopefully you now know better about both terms and you will now understand how to properly use them in sentences and paragraphs.